Fox News alert now. The White House said to be ready to ramp up weapons sales to Saudi Arabia in an effort to ease fears of a deal with Iran. There are reports the Obama administration is weighing to offer the Saudi kingdom the same advanced weapons previously only sold to Israel. Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters, the author of the new book, Valley of the Shadow, and a Fox News strategic analyst. Colonel, good morning to you. This is bunker buster technology. This is advanced missile defense system. What does that mean, if true, for the Saudis?
Well, it tells me that the Saudis, the Israelis, and the Pentagon, the serious players in the Pentagon, believe the Iranians are going to get nukes and there will eventually be a major war. I mean, our erstwhile allies, the Sunni Arabs, Gulf Arabs, Saudis, are in an absolute panic. They believe the Obama deal is a bad deal. The Israelis believe it's a bad deal. And Obama, while his ostensible goal is peace, by triggering this further arms race, and also by virtually guaranteeing that Iran will get nuclear weapons, he is building up the Middle East, setting up the Middle East for a region-wide conflagration that will scorch beyond anything we've seen to date. I mean, this is going to be Shia versus Sunni, Israel in the mix. And the bunker busters for the Saudis are a little bit of a sop, because I'm not convinced their pilots could deliver them accurately, especially with the new Russian-built air defense systems going to Iran. But the Israelis getting the big new SBU-57, the 30,000-pounder, that is serious, because the Israelis could do a lot of damage.
But in the big picture, though, you think what this says, though, is that we, as a nation, the administration, is willing to do whatever it takes to get a deal with Iran.
Yeah, you bribe the Gulf Arabs and Saudis with the weapons they want, so they're quiet while the deal goes through with Iran. And that deal with Iran, I mean, people are agonizing over what the Iranians are doing now throughout the region. Once that deal is signed, even if the U.S. Congress blocks our part of it, once the deal is signed with the Iranians, suddenly the sanctions around the world are lifted. People pile in to make money. It's a gold rush. Iran is rich, and a rich Iran can do more damage than a poor Iran.
There is no question about that. There is an arms race right now, and you can see it play out day by day. I wonder how concerned the Israelis are. I wonder what Mitch McConnell is going to do this week in the Senate, along with Bob Corker from Tennessee. Can Congress get in the middle of this or not?
Congress can retard the deal as it affects the United States and Iran. It cannot stop the global gold rush. It just can't do it. But, you know, Obama and the Iranians together have done something we would have thought was a miracle once, and that was bring the Saudis, the Gulf Arabs, the Egyptians, the Israelis all together in a relatively overt alliance against Iran.
Wow, that's a remarkable statement. Your new book is called Valley of the Shadow, and I don't know if our audience knows, but you're not only a terrific writer, but you can speak about the Civil War history in such an eloquent way. And I want to ask you about the book today and what you write that applies to what we're watching play out before us.
Well, it applies very directly in that the media and the left have conditioned us to think that war can be waged with zero casualties. Bill, we just agonized over 2 aid worker hostages accidentally killed. In 4 years in our Civil War, 750,000 Americans died. That's a much higher body count than the Syrian Civil War has had, with a larger population than the U.S. had then. So this is about the characters, the people, and I'm trying above all it's very accurate factually. I want to educate people on the history they're no longer given in schools, but do it in a way that's exciting. And you've got Custer, Sheridan, Early, 2 future U.S. presidents on these battlefields, 1864 in Shenandoah Valley, 1 former vice president on the Confederate side. Fascinating people, fascinating battles, solid history, but above all reminds us the price we paid to build this country.
You have a lot of talent. Thank you, Ralph.
Thank you, Bill.
Valley of the Shadow is out now. Nice to have you.
Thanks.